So yes students, we are going to see in this video the rules for utilization of ITC balance. You know, normally when you have ITC balance, that is in e-credit ledger, you can set off using the e-credit ledger balance GST payable, but you cannot do that however you want. There are certain rules which are to be followed. Okay, so what are the rules to be followed? If you see, what are the rules to be followed? Now, first of all, when you talk about set off of ITC, IGST, CGST, SGST, these are the three balances you will be having in your e-credit ledger. And understand, always keep in mind, these three are three different pockets: your shirt pocket and your pant pockets. Okay, so always think these are three pockets. You have money in these pockets, right? You have money in these pockets. You should take money from that pocket and you should spend it. You should not take money from one pocket and keep in another pocket. I repeat, please keep this fundamental point in mind. Sir, you have three pockets: CGST, SGST and IGST. ITC balances, that means in these pockets you have money to spend. You should either spend it or you keep it in the same pocket. You should not take money from one pocket and put in another pocket. That means IGST ITC balance, you should not send it to CGST. CGST ITC balance, you should not send it to SGST. Leave about set off. I am talking about ITC to ITC itself. Within that, you should not transfer that. You cannot do that. Hope you are clear. Okay, so first keep this in mind. Now coming to the concept, sir, when we are doing the set off of this GST payable with ITC, what are the rules to be followed? The first and foremost rule is, please understand, you should always make sure IGST ITC balance is fully spent. It becomes zero. Without making this IGST ITC balance zero, you cannot touch CGST and SGST ITC balances. I repeat, unless you finish this IGST ITC balance with you, you cannot touch the other pockets, the CGST and SGST pockets. You cannot touch. Am I clear, everybody? You cannot touch these pockets. Clear? So how do I make IGST ITC balance zero, sir? Simple, use it for IGST payable. After using it for IGST payable also, sir, I cannot 100% utilize this IGST ITC, sir. Still there is balance, sir. IGST payable became zero, sir, but IGST ITC balance still it is there. I told you your agenda is to make it zero. So use it for CGST payable or SGST payable in any order, in any proportion, however you want. Any order, any proportion. But this is the crucial area which you should be focusing. Even though the law says in any order, any proportion you want, please understand, you should use that money carefully, effectively, in such a way where your output tax liability becomes as minimum as possible. I repeat, this is the area where you should make sure your IGST ITC balance is more effectively utilized. How that can be done, I will teach you in the example. Clear? So what is the rule here? The first rule is IGST ITC balance should become zero. To make it zero, what you should do? You should use it for IGST payable. After using that also, IGST payable became zero, sir. Still I have balance in IGST ITC. What should I do? Use it for either CGST payable or SGST payable. First CGST or SGST are your wish. How much for CGST, how much for SGST, that also your wish. But here, even though the law says your wish, you should be very careful here, and you should be effectively using that IGST balances for CGST and SGST. Hope it is clear for you. So that way we will make IGST ITC balance utilization. After making it zero, listen carefully, only after, mostly the students commit this mistake. The mistake is, without making this zero, they will start using CGST balance for CGST payable, SGST balance for SGST payable. You should not do that. You are prohibited to touch these balances unless and until IGST ITC balance becomes zero. Are you understanding that point? You are prohibited to touch this CGST and SGST ITC balances unless IGST ITC becomes zero. Once IGST ITC becomes zero, then yes, come start using CGST balances and SGST ITC balance. First, what you do, CGST ITC balance you use for CGST payable. Still you have money there. IGST payable may be there, sir. IGST became zero, sir. IGST payable still there. For that you use. Till you have balance, then you can carry forward. You cannot use it for SGST pay. Same way, Sir, SGST payable, SGST ITC, use it for SGST payable. Till there is balance, use it for IGST payable. And the same order what we are discussing, that way only you proceed, then only you will be satisfying all the conditions. Why? Because SGST ITC balance cannot help IGST payable, cannot help IGST payable, I repeat, unless CGST, unless CGST ITC balance is 0. That means IGST payable is there. First listen to the rules properly, then we'll see the problem. I repeat, IGST payable is there. Who should help IGST payable first? IGST ITC balance would have helped, it became 0. Then CGST should help. If CGST ITC balance is not there, then only SGST ITC balance can help this IGST payable. So that is what we are discussing here. That is why I'm asking you, follow the same way what we are discussing. First IGST ITC, CGST ITC, then SGST ITC. Like this, the same order if you follow, you will be satisfying the rules. So that way, I repeat, first agenda, IGST ITC should become 0. To make it 0, use it for IGST payable. Till balance is there, use it for CGST payable or SGST payable in any order, in any proportion. Then, if IGST ITC balance became 0, then only start using CGST and SGST ITC. CGST ITC balance can be used only for CGST payable first. Till anything is left out, use it for IGST payable. Till anything is left out, carry forward, don't use it for SGST payable. CGST, SGST cross utilization not possible. So CGST cannot be used for SGST, SGST cannot be used for CGST. Clear? But both of them will help IGST, no problem. Okay. So now, sir, CGST ITC balance, okay, sir, we have understood. SGST, what you should do? Sir, SGST ITC balance, first you use it for SGST payable. Still, if you have any balance left with you, what you should do? You should help IGST payable if anything is there. But if CGST ITC balance is there, na, you don't go and help IGST fellow. First, IGST fellow should take help from CGST. If CGST cannot help, then let us help. Till then, SGST ITC balance should keep quiet. Okay, sir. CGST is 0, sir. CGST ITC balance is 0, sir. So I'm helping, sir. Okay, no problem. Till SGST ITC balance we have, then what we will do? Then we will carry forward. Then we will carry forward. Am I clear? So that is what the rules. Now if you see example. So these are the examples. Sir, we have output tax also, we have input tax also. Now in the exam, what you should be doing, what you will be doing now, you will get the sales, you will get the purchases, some will be taxable, some will be exempt, some will be under RCM, some will be under FCM, all that stuff. By solving all those things, finally you will arrive at these figures. Okay, finally you will arrive at this figures. And how do you set off them? That is what we are discussing. Okay, so what is your first target? Everyone participate, online students. Please be attentive, participate. So first, what is our first target? You just keep repeating the answers, assuming that I am hearing you. And you know my name is Vishnu. I am everywhere. Okay, so just keep repeating the answers. Okay, so now what is our first target? Our first target is IGST ITC 0. 1300 I have. I will use this fellow for IGST payable. But IGST payable became 0. IGST ITC still there. And I told you, sir, IGST ITC should become 0. Till then, you cannot touch CGST and SGST balances, right? So, okay, first we should use this 300. For what purpose we can use? Sir, you can use for any purpose, sir. CGST, SGST in any order, in any proportion, sir. Okay. Now I told you, this is the important area. See, always when you are in this particular situation, how you should deal with that now. Please understand, you have 300 rupees in hand and you have two parties in front of you asking for your help, CGST and SGST. Whom you should help? Generally, when anybody is asking your help, two members are coming and asking your help, to whom normally you will help? Sir, we will help the person who actually needs the help, sir. Who actually needs the help? So who actually needs the help here? Sir, that how we will understand. Na? Listen carefully, listen carefully. Sir, CGST payable 300 is there, but ITC 200 is there. That means if somebody goes and help 100 rupees, CGST will be happy. The liability is zero. Clear? Are you understanding? I repeat, CGST output tax 300 is there, input tax 200 is there. That means shortage is only 100 rupees. If somebody gives 100 rupees, CGST will be happy. And same way SGST also, output tax 300 is there, input tax 200 is there. If you help this fellow, if you help this fellow, how much? 100 rupees. This fellow also will be very happy. That means understand, CGST needs 100 rupees, SGST needs 100 rupees. That means both of them together needs how much? 200 rupees. Both of them together needs 200 rupees. Guys, in this way, if you are solving, there is no possibility of going wrong anywhere. You will definitely get the perfect answer, because they will not ask in the exam what is the net GST payable. They will ask you net minimum GST payable in cash. That means you should use the IGST balances, ITC balances effectively, so that your output tax becomes less. Okay, so you have 300 rupees in hand. You should see whom you have to help. We are seeing here, this fellow also needs 100 rupees, this fellow also needs 100 rupees. That means both of them needs 200 rupees. And how much we are having in our hand? We are having 300 rupees in our hand. We are having 300 rupees in our hand. So whom you will help now? Hey, you have 300, both of them needs only 100. That means if you help them for 200, almost exactly the answer will be obviously net minimum GST payable will be as less as possible, definitely. So help both of them. After helping both of them also, you'll have 100 rupees extra. That extra amount you give to anybody you want. You give to anybody you want. So now can I say, sir, I'll give both of them 100 I should give. I have 100 rupees extra. That also is split equally to both of them and gives her 150. Or I'll give 200 to CGST, 100 to SGST. However you want, you do, no problem. But both of them should definitely get minimum 100. So what I will do, I will use out of this 300, 200 for CGST I will use. That means 100 rupees still will be payable and 200 still here payable. I repeat, for CGST I am helping 200, for SGST I am helping 100. So CGST output tax is still 100 rupees, SGST is 200 rupees. This 300 becomes 0 now. This 300 becomes 0 now. Are you understanding the point? Everybody? Shall I continue? So now the moment IGST ITC became 0, what you have to do? Chakachak. Use CGST balance for CGST payable. CGST payable will become 0. CGST balance still 100 is there. Use SGST 200 rupees balance for SGST 200 rupees payable. So this becomes 0. This becomes 0. What is the final answer? What is the final answer? The final answer is, sir, output tax net minimum GST payable in cash is 0. And we have CGST 100 rupees carry forward. Guys, you make it an answer SGST 100 rupees carry forward. You make it answer CGST 50, SGST 50. You make it answer CGST 99 rupees, SGST 100 rupees. But you should not get the answer IGST carry forward 100 rupees, Ray. Because our target itself only first to make IGST ITC 0. Clear? So that way you solve the set off the liabilities. Am I clear? Everyone? Am I clear, or shall we see one more? So see, if you see here again, we have output tax and input tax. Our first target is make IGST 0. For that, use it for IGST payable. Payable is just 54,000. ITC is 79,000. ITC is 79,000. Okay. So output tax will become 0. Output tax will become 0. ITC will be how much still? 25,000. It will be still 25,000. Yes or no, ma? So it will be 25,000. Okay. Now what I should do. I have 25,000 in hand. I repeat the same story, same logic. I'll feel like, sir, I have 25,000 in my hand, sir. I should help both of two of them, CGST and SGST. The CGST needs how much help actually? Sir, CGST liability is 72,000, sir. CGST liability is 72,000, sir. But it is having input tax itself 75,000, sir. Input tax itself is 75,000, sir. So what should I do? Sir, simple. It doesn't need anybody's help. It is only having some 3,000 rupees extra. Even if you don't help CGST also fine. Okay. SGST, how much help it needs? Its liability is 72,000, but its ITC is only 18,000. Okay, that means this needs 54,000 help, sir. This needs 54,000 help. How much you are having? Sir, I have 25,000, sir. Shameless fellow. Here help itself is needed how much? 54,000. How much you are having in 25 hand? 25,000. Okay, help this fellow fully. Help this fellow fully. So fully help, it is 25,000 to SGST. So 72,000 minus 25,000, still 47,000 is payable. Okay, so now first target achieved or not? You have made IGST ITC balance 0 or not? Yes, sir. Now the moment you do that, use CGST for CGST. So CGST 75,000 I have, liability only 72,000, so liability becomes 0, but I can carry forward still 3,000. Next, SGST for SGST. SGST you have only 18,000 ITC, that becomes 0, but liability is 47,000. So 47,000 minus 18,000, we have 29,000. Are you able to understand? So the liability output tax is 29,000. ITC is CGST carry forward 3,000. That will be the answer. That will be the answer. Am I clear? So you can try the next one. You can try the next one. Okay, so this is how you set off the input tax with the output tax. Clear? And this will be the last step in any problem. Okay, so that is how you utilize the ITC balance. Am I clear? So that is what all about utilization of ITC balances, and see you all again in another video. Thank you everybody, and Jai Hind.